Good evening. Hey, I'm Classy Lady. Welcome over to my channel. If you're new, please consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and becoming a member. I am a content creator, and I am a partnership now with YouTube. So I have memberships available, 3 levels: $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. I do have super chat, super stickers available, gifts, which is a little gift box at the bottom, and you can join a member by the little dollar sign at the bottom. Hit that, you'll see membership. You'll see the 3 levels, which you could become a member. And then also there's super chat, super stickers. You can hit one of those buttons. It goes from 99 cents up until 500. I always tell people to be careful when they first hit super chat, super sticker, to see what the dollar amount is already on, and make sure it is something that you're comfortable in giving, so that you won't give more than what you want. So with that being said, let me acknowledge the people that are in my channel, my chat. I don't know why I'm talking crazy today. Hey Zell. Hey Yo Yo. Hey Riri. Hey Mocha. Mocha, I guess you got some tea. Lakeisha Bass. Okay, drop that in the chat. What happened to the 7-month-old? I didn't see it. I'm not up on it, and I already know it's just to be some bullshit about it. I already know. I already know. That these I don't know whether you call it the mammies or the pappies or the combination of both of them. What they, oh, it's too big. I don't know what they do with these kids, what they do and what they do not do with them. Hey Gloria, how you doing? And then they let the mamas, let the daddies or the boyfriends or the usually be the boyfriends. Yeah, I still got my little tag on my head like Meg Pearl on what was it, Hee Haw? I ain't want to pull it off. You been in the streets this weekend. What you been doing? Easter shopping, Mocha? What? Thank you. You know, today was shampoo day, so I went ahead and shampooed and put a rinse. But those little rinse that I be getting at the beauty supply, I need to know a good one, because those things just, you put it in your head, and I know, I guess I need to sit up under the dryer, but I just, walk around with my hat covered up and thinking that it's going to do something. Child, one, I bought the wrong color for one. I bought it's a black brown. That stuff got more blue dye in it, 'cause got my sink looking blue. I have one of the more white sinks. I ain't changed it yet, because I want to go stainless steel stuff. Excuse me, y'all. I want to go stainless steel. Hey, ADHD. Where you was at last night? I had one of your old cousins in the chat. Hey, ex-granny. ADHD, you should have been here. I had one of your cousins last night. Oh, I threatened to put him out. He said, every time I say something, you threaten to put me out. I say, yeah, I'm going to put you out. And I say, where's ADHD? I mean, he just tried everything. He wanted so much attention last night. I hope he don't come back tonight. I hope he ain't. I was trying to see if he subscribed. I don't know. Oh my God. Riri, where you live at? Child, and I bet you in an SUV too. Yeah, them trolls come in. Thank you for the, let me see, what is that? A star. Is that a rising star? A retro king. Oh, wow. Thank you. A Silver Star. Okay. Oh, that's 305 Retro King. I was saying a Retro King. Okay, Retro. Hey, thank you, Yo Yo. I didn't see what happened to the baby. Oh, your call it takes premium. Thank you, Yo Yo. Hey, Valentine, baby. Child, what state are you in? Thank you. Let me see. How that go? Oh my God. That's a lot. Mm. Lord have mercy. Jesus, please. Hey BCU, how you doing? Next Saturday. Next Friday is my virtual birthday party. You have an SUV, okay. And it don't take regular gas, we'll take oh, it will take regular gas. Child, that's what it'll be. I'd be toot boot scoot tooting alone. Well, BCU, you telling me enjoy my trip. I sure hope you gonna be here all the rest of the week. You count the buggy before the horse. Whoo, Lord, I'd have fell out at the pump, Mocha. And you talking about you was outside doing what? I'd have been out on, they would have had to scrape me off the concrete. Oh my God. Mm. Heck, I was looking crazy. Had to put, let me see, gas was $3.69, and I went to Kroger, and I only had 20 cents off. I thought I had 30 cents off, but it didn't. So I was looking. You should have seen me at that pump looking crazy. Mm. I think my doctor's appointments. I got two of them Tuesday. They would be virtual, and I might would have to watch church online. I'd have to tell my pastor I'm gonna have to watch you online. Mm. Mm. But maybe y'all cost of living where you live is cheaper than in Texas. Texas cost of living is not high at all. On the jobs, some of the odd jobs and stuff like that, they pay good money, but just the regular job and the minimum wage is what, 8.25. That's not no money. They won't even bring it up. I don't even think it's $10. They won't even bring it up to that. And that's still low. That should be, if you, even if they did pay somebody $10 an hour, that should be somebody with totally no experience, like somebody in high school. I don't think an adult should have to make that kind of money unless they just want something extra to do. Just go on the job and just buying time and doing something extra. Okay. Yeah, I know you work from home. Well, that's good. That's good that you're still able to work from home. They need to go back. Well, I don't know. Some of these people work from home, uh, and I know if you work from home, you should be in a professional. You should be in a quiet environment, or you should have some type of office. Honey, I didn't call. Had to call like customer service to different things, and honey, the baby be in the background crying. Then they try to put you on hold, but I be knowing what they doing, consoling the baby. The dog, the dog then woke up and barking in the background, and so they, a lot of these people don't make it a professional background and take it seriously. So some of them people need to go to work, you know. Yeah. Most of these new cars now, Mocha, they take regular gas. Um, I'm not sure which one of them that you have to put premium in, but a lot of these SUVs, and then when you get to the V8s and stuff like that, they take regular gas. Cause like I said, my dad drives a Cadillac SUV, and he can put regular gas in his. It's a V8 engine, and he can put regular gas. So all that premium my foot. No, I wouldn't be doing that. Oh, that's too much money. Shoot, like this little guy told his son, you better put some A in that tire and ride that bicycle to get the pedaling. This was so funny. If my cousin ever see it, this was so funny. My cousin's sister live in, they live in a small town, and so me and her was talking last night after the live. So I say, so she had to call me back. I said, "What you doing?" She said, "Nothing. I'm getting, she had was taking a bath." And so we was on the phone just talking, and she was telling me, we be talking about packing and all that kind of stuff. And she kept hearing the police siren. And she say, I keep hearing the police siren. They passing in front of the house. They going around on the other road. They keep passing by in front of the house. And so she said, let me go see. I said, girl, don't you be looking. I said, the police chasing somebody, and they keep passing by, and you can hear it out your, they keep passing down your road, because that's what they call them. They don't call them streets. They call them roads, or down the lane. I say, so if they keep passing down the lane, don't you go out there. So I'm just laughing. So she said, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. So I said, okay. So she said, I'm just gonna look out the window. Well, if you're gonna look out the window, you can keep me on the phone. So I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. So now what she did, she got out the house. Now that's good to catch a cold. Put some shoes on and clothes, and then the neighbor, which is actually her cousin, her first cousin, they all outside, and then the other neighbor that lived on the little lane with them, they all outside. So the policeman going around, and then is this truck. He following this truck. Also, that truck he go fast and he go slow because he want the pipes to rave his engine. So I'm gonna try to BCU to do some lives. If I can't, I'm gonna try to upload some shorts, something like that. It just depends, because on the cruise line they do play certain areas. They do have music, so I wouldn't want to go against YouTube guidelines. But I might could do like a short with the music in the background. So I may upload a bunch of shorts, or unless I'm in my room. So the truck kept going around. It's kind of like a round circle. You go, the way it was. And so they all outside looking. So then the policeman, he said what he did was he went to the outlet. Okay, so in order for them to leave out of the area, it's three areas in which three major exits in which they could leave. One of them, they got to go a very long way to go all the way around the road to get out. The other one, they would have to go into a whole nother town, and no telling how they get back that way. And then the other one is the main one to go in front City Hall. So the officer went in front. He just said forget it. He went parked in front City Hall, where they station is, and decide that I'm gonna set a mouse trap out for the truck. So the people in the truck, what they did, they parked is this school, like a little preschool. When they came back around, they turned their lights off, and they pulled on the side of the preschool and parked there, like turn around and park there, and it was between the preschool and the bus. Why my cousin and her friend them out there looking, and she knew the officer, so she called him, because she said, hey, I know where they at. She said, where are you? He said, I'm sitting in front City Hall. I'm going to wait on them to come on out. When they come out, I'll catch them then. She said, you ain't got to do that. She said, you know where they at? They between the building and the bus over here by the house with the lights turned off. And she said, as a matter of fact, I know exactly who it is. I said, you a tattletale. So he said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. And so she told him who the people was that owned the truck. So the officer, she made him know who the man was. The officer turned around and goes to the house. He went to the house of the owner of the truck. Well, the owner of the truck was there. He was hosting a dinner party. Hey, Bama. He was hosting a dinner party. Now y'all wasted taxpayers' money, okay? So the man was hosting a party at his house, and he had guests. So the police explained to him that did he own this kind of truck, and this truck is going around town, and he told him where the area was. Going around, he said he go fast, and then he go slow, and when he goes slow, he revving up the engine. Now this is about 10 something at night, and so a lot of people really in the town, they don't stay up late unless it's the young people. So so he gets so the man said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. So he said, wait. He said, can you show me where it's at? He said, yeah, I could take you there. So come to find out, it was a teenage guy. The dad gets in the car with the policeman. The policeman came around one way, and he dropped the dad off the other way. And the dad and the policeman drove up with his lights off. But the dad seen him. They was coming in two opposite directions, and the truck was parked right here. The dad walked up. When he started walking up, the policeman shined his light. That teenager couldn't go high. That daddy say, put that blankety blank truck in park. Thank you, Julia. Told him to put that blankety blank truck in park. And she said they could see it. She said that daddy slung that door open and pulled that teenager out of there and slung him all across that concrete. She said that dad must have ragtagged that 17-year-old all across that concrete. And he was, but dad. And every time he said, but dad, she said she would ring him across that concrete. And he told him, he said, and then he had to have enough nerves to have a passenger in there. So his little friend, he told him, and you, as far as you concerned, I'm going to tell your dad. We going to your house, and I'm going to tell your dad what y'all doing. She said they couldn't do nothing but laugh. They was over there cracking up. And he said, told his son, he said, as for you, you might as well put some air in that tire in that bicycle, because if you go anywhere, you're going to be riding a bike. And not only that, Monday morning you will be back catching the school bus. I give you transportation to be a responsible teenager, and here you think it's fun to go around town on a low speed chase with the police. And he said, good thing that this was this man, and he knew who I was, because anybody else probably would have put your behind, once they caught y'all, put y'all behind in jail. He said, you better be glad it was this officer right here. But he never told him who it was. My cousin said they was over there dying laughing just watching the show. he said, she said, yeah, and you won't be driving no more. It's gonna be a long time before you drive again. She said, he said, anytime you go anywhere, you either gonna be riding a bicycle or you gonna be riding a bus. You won't be driving this truck no more. He said, I thought I could trust you and to be responsible. And here you around here doing a low speed chase with the police and then revving up your engine. He said, do you know what time it is? He said, it's late for some people. And he said, not only that it's late, he said, you know, we got company over at the house. You decide to leave from the house, come pick your numbnut friend up, and y'all gonna do some crazy stuff like this. Boy, so his dad was one that always helped around the town and do things like when they have parades, like the Easter egg hunts and stuff, and help the clean up around. Always, you know, doing volunteer work. I told her, I said, what y'all know, what the dad need to do is every time something go on or trash need to be picked up, they need to have him out there, him and his friend picking up trash. But that was the entertainment for last night. And then she gonna call me, girl. I say, what? I say, what happened? I say, you sure took a long time. She said, girl, let me tell you what happened. And she went to telling me, I say, girl, I know you lying. She said, She said that dad snatched his tail out that truck and ragtag him all over that preschool yard. He said by the time he finished with him, all he could say, but dad, but dad, but dad. I say, oh my goodness. Yeah, but you know, people do some, these children don't be having nothing to do, or they come up with some stuff. Because at first when she said the police was going around and around, I say, well, maybe it's somebody that got some drugs or something. Maybe every time they go around, they dropping, you know, trying to get rid of the evidence or whatever. She said, ain't nobody dropping nothing around here. She said, no, there's somebody that, I say, but do they live in that town? She said, yeah, they live in this town. Because they got different little towns and some of them may live somewhere else. But now, well, it's still like it was back in the day. Everybody know everybody, or they know association by your last name. They can find out who you belong, like they say, who you belong to. They don't say who your mom and daddy is. They say who you belong to. And so, depending on what your last name is and what town you live in, they can associate you with that town and the last name, and you may be kin to this person with the same last name. And so it depends on what town you're in is who they associate your parents with. But he lived in the same town. And so, boy, that daddy ragtagged his butt. So I was like, oh my God. So anyway, for y'all that's just not tuning in, you don't know who I am, I'm Classy Lady. Welcome over to my channel. I am a partner with YouTube now. I do have memberships available, 3 levels, $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. I have super chats, super stickers, and I also have the little gift box, which are gifts, super gifts, I'm going to call them. And you can pick whatever denomination you want on the super chats, super stickers, and the super box. And it goes from 99 cents all the way up to $500. When you get off the live or you decide to watch another live, I do have the little gift boxes with the little $sign in it. You can also donate it, say super thanks up above them. So with that being said, by being a new partner with YouTube, I must promote it. A lot of times when you go into the older content creators and those that have more than 10,000 or they up at 10,000, they don't say the speech. And it's not that the people with under 10,000 is begging or trying to get anything. It's just that when you get monetized, you agree to do different things, and they unlock different things where you can generate revenue, not only just for me, but also YouTube gets a cut of it. So mine, I don't have a goal where I can set it. They just put all mine together. I don't know if that's a new thing. I don't know if they'll give me a thing where I can set goals. So right now I can't set any goals. So that's why you don't see any goals set. I will not be setting a goal several times a week. It'll probably be once a week when I do a goal, whenever they give it to me. Or I have to read up on it, how it goes. Also, I am promoting uh, new subscribers to my channel. I am asking for new memberships. Thank you, ADHD. Your brother was here last night on here. Those who was on the channel know that ADHD brother was on because he said he was corny. And ADHD, you ain't got nothing on him. You don't have nothing on him. I tell you, if he tried to give me the blues, and the only reason I let him stay and just entertained him because didn't really have anything to do, wasn't doing anything, wasn't nothing going on. So I let him stay. And I had a bunch of trolls. I will be doing moderators later on, but right now, unless I can't handle them. But right now I'm handling them, and then I will be asking people later on if you want to be a moderator. I'm not gonna just choose people. I'm gonna ask you if you want to be one, and we're gonna do the old-fashioned way, wave or say me or something like that. So right now I can control them. I guess last night was Friday night. They dropped the bus load off of cuckoos, and they was cuckooing in the chat, and a couple of them even subscribed and told me they subscribed. And when I looked and could see the ones that I could see that subscribe, I said, oh, they sure did, you know. But a lot of people just come in here just to wreak havoc on you and to throw you off your game or whatever. So yeah. But I had titled this fetish or weird or whatever. I was just looking well, all day today and then a part of yesterday. I don't know, it was weird for me, but I found this channel where they gamble. One channel will do scratch offs, the other one would be at the casino. And I don't know, I just I think it's kind of weird because I don't mind spending other people's money. Well, it's online in the background. One of the guys, he's an Army vet, and I have been watching him. And I'm just saying, is that I know it's not a fetish, because a fetish, I don't have to, have to have I guess the casino or the machine with me at my house, or gotta go like, some people be wanting the machine and hitting it, and I would think a fetish is you got to lick the machine or something like that, or constantly touch it. Y'all know that crazy stuff people do, but I was saying to myself, and then I got enough nerve to be in here talking to myself. Say, it's really weird. You sit up here watching this man, and you fussing with this man, and arguing with this man, because this man to put $1,000 in the machine. And at first he was, playing like 75 cents or $1. I said, okay. But when you get to playing the machine where it's got them 5 lines going across, and you got to pay $1 for each one of them lines, and then you playing $1 or you playing $5. I'm like, man, you must be crazy. You was just playing $1, and then here I go. Why we playing? Why we didn't went from $1 to $5? Why we just can't stay with the $5? Now mind you, this is already I'm watching a rerun, and I'm just up here fussing, and I'm like, man, you getting ready to lose all our money. I'm just fussing with the TV. You see the lady that eat cornstarch? Yeah, I've heard that. That's not unusual. Reread, that's not unusual. Yeah, it's the gambling channels. Yeah, yeah, people eat cornstarch. My mama used to like what is it? Is it the baking soda? The baking soda in the little white can with the little lady on there with the apron was the baking soda. sometimes she would get a craving, and she would have it well for bacon too, but then she would have a craving and eat a, like a spoonful of it. Yeah, my mom used to do that. I tried it one time. I said, "Oh no, mama." I said that. I said, "Oh no, mama. I say, "This stuff tastes bitter." She said, "I don't know." She said, "When I get a craving for it," she said, "That's why it's in there." She said, "When I get a craving," she said, I go in there and you see her get her spoon and eat it. And she might get a 1 or 2 spoons, and then after that, she was fine. You have people that have cravings that like to eat dirt. People eat dirt all the time. Oh, I ain't seen none. Hey, lady, Justice, I ain't seen none spend those 2,500. Are you saying 2,500 or $25 a spend? Because if you saying 25 $25 a spend, oh, I didn't, I didn't got my nerves racked today too. Cause he was playing $25 and it was 3 coins. I couldn't do what I was doing, looking at him and fussing, instead of fast forward at the TV. No, I can't do that. I got to watch the whole thing. And he done played $1. He done played $5. He done played the $10 machine, or he's playing bets, and it's $10 a spin or $25 a spin. Child, my nerves done been wrecked today gambling, and I ain't spent not 1 penny, and I'm just a fussing. Why are we playing the $25 and we gotta play 75? This man started out with $1,000 in the machine. Mind you, we got up to about 2,000. We had won. Instead of him, that'd have been me. I'd have hit that button and cashed out and got my. I would have probably played back to maybe even though I'd say maybe 800. I probably would have played about that much, and I'd have cashed my ticket out. He just sat there and played and played and played and played, and they say, "Oh well, we might as well go to zero." You know what? But I didn't get mad because I wasn't fit to throw nothing at my TV and bust my TV, and then that fool going on about his business, and it's a rerun, and I'm sitting up here mad. Girl, where that's at reread for $2,500 a spin? Where is that at? You spend 50 the max. Are you saying $50? So you saying you'll play the $10 machine, and if it's 5 or what? Tell me. I told my cousin for my birthday, I say after all the smoke and the dust clear, and I rest up that night, I say I'm gonna put my second birthday T-shirt on. I say I'm going to the casino. She say, "Well, you going by yourself?" I say, "Well, I'm going by myself, but you don't think I'm not gonna spin that machine, and it's my birthday and I'm on the ship?" "Oh yeah, I'm going. I don't go often, and it's about a 2.5 hour drive." "Well, no, take that back. It's probably about an hour drive to the nearest reservation from where I live at." But I've been to that casino one time when it first opened, but the lines were so long we couldn't get in. And so we left from there. That's when I was married, and we went to Lake Charles. But yeah. Let me see. You got to tell me. So it on the internet, you talking about $2,500, $50 max high limit room. Some people be in there doing 200 a spin. Ooh, Lord. $200 a spin. Well, I guess you got to spend money in order to make money, and then if you win all the time, and you kind of, then maybe. That's just like the bingo. I told my cousin, I said, "We're gonna go to bingo." "You come." She say, "Well, I know she like bingo, so she might will want to do that." But Bingo send me a text 3 times a day about the bingo hall. And I say the bingo hall, it is not the computers. I think this one play just computers, and they play pull tabs where you can dial. Um, and I don't know if all of them do that now. Don't play the paper anymore. They just play the games where you can dial. But them doggone pull tabs is the devil. Them things, if you play bingo, them pull tabs is the devil. You better, it's, yeah. You better watch it on TV, Bama. You better watch it on TV. But Bama, we gonna meet up because I got to see when my church comes to Oklahoma again. I think if they don't do it this month, if they haven't rescheduled it, it may be next month, and maybe you might be ready to try your luck, and we could do a little meet and greet, or anybody that stay in the area. I might ride the bus down there and see. Uh, yeah, but see, yeah, but Bam, I watch it on TV. I've been watching it on TV, and that's, I guess that's weird because I've been enjoying it. I've been watching it all day. I always find something uh that catches my attention. So I say that's weird. Uh yeah. Yeah. Uh, uh, I'm surprised he was y'all at the same casino? Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, 16K is probably, he probably has spent that much money. But let me win 16K. I'm gonna be turning flips. I'm gonna be turning cobwebs. Let me win $500 to $1,000 on that boat. Y'all gonna see something. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna go viral. By the time I finish acting a fool, and then I probably have enough nerve to tell them I need security escort to my room. I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna need security escort to my room. I can hear my cousin now. I can hear her cussing me for everything she does. You say what you want. I'm gonna need security escort to my room, please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's a real gambler. Yeah, to spend that kind of money. Baby, Bama, that ticket you showed, I told her, I need security escort me to my car. I just say I need escort. No, don't give me the cash. Can you cut me a check? I need a check. Don't give me cash. Give me a check. Yeah, I need a check. No, I need escort to my car. Yeah. Yeah, to the freeway, whichever one. Cause back in the day when you was winning at the casinos, I don't know if they still do it, honey. When you would do it big and say like you was in Louisiana, you lived in Texas. Oh, they would drive you all the way to Texas, around your neighborhood and all that kind of stuff, and show you off. You be in a limo, or I guess they would drop you back. But I don't know if they do them limo rides now, cause I haven't. Well, I ain't been like like I ain't gonna say like I used to, but sometime when I would go, because I tell you I don't win. I just might as well give my money and just give it a donation. But child, baby, Bama, they would have to, yeah, escort me. I got to go sit in the car or go sit in the corner and be quiet as possible. Yeah, yeah, I'm no, I'm done. I'm done. Mm-mm. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to act. They probably why I don't win. I know one time this Spanish guy, they bus had just got there. He said they got him. He walking around in the casino with that big cardboard check, just a grinning with his cowboy hat on, and everybody, ooh, how you did it? How you did it? I heard him say, our bus just got here, and I just hit the, I hit the spin, I hit the button 3 times. I hit the button 3 times, and I hit the jackpot. All of a sudden, oh my God, I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot. So, it's a call attendant. And, he probably like, all right, or whoever was next to him, and, the thing probably was going off and going off and going off. So, next thing you know, they want everybody to know that he done won a jackpot. So, that make you act a fool to put your money in there. He walking around there just smiling, just cheesing with it. It is I want to say, partner, you done won 10 grand. You own the bus, and you got a long way to go home. Shh. I'd have been saying, I need a rental car, please. I'd have told my wife or whoever we came there with, the money we had spent, the money we had in our pocket, I'd say, take me to the nearest rental car center. I'd have rented me a car, and I drove my tail out of there. Ain't no way I'm on the bus and win $10,000. Somebody come and get me. Either somebody come and get me, or take me to the nearest rental car place so I could drive home. Ain't no way I'm going to hang around now with no 10,000. Or you gonna cut me a check. Yeah. I ain't doing that. But I say, well, shoot, am I weird for like watching that? But hey, Mike, why don't you buy me a zebra hat? I didn't have a zebra hat, so I had to put on my cheetah hat. Or put on what I had, boo. Had to put on what I had. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Maybe I can afford to get me a leopard hat. Yeah. Really? A backpack full of money? Child. How they say, baby boo, baby boom, bada bada bing, bing, bing. No, it wouldn't be no backpack full of money. Cash that in and cut me a check. Cut me a check. And if you can't cut me a check, give me all large bills. Baby, like they say, fat. Baby, money would be all up in here, up in here, up in there. Till you try to rob me, baby, we're gonna be fighting. Oh, we're gonna be fighting. You ain't getting it that easy. No. Shoot. But the thing about it, 72,000, he wanted our cash. What was he gonna do with all that cash? You still gotta pay taxes on it. So I'm telling you, escort, if I wasn't in my car, escort me to the nearest rental car place. I'm gonna go rent me a car. Or if it's dark and there's no rental car places, get me a hotel room. That way, maybe tomorrow nobody would recognize me. Or I could get one the next day and just stay over. No, they would have to be camping out all night, all day. No. Yeah, he gonna play it back. That's the craziest thing about that. Yeah. But yeah, and then the other thing, I know it's weird what I like to do. Have y'all ever watched Dr. Pimple Popper, Dr. Khalid, or Pop Zit? Them three Popaholics. Have y'all ever watched one of them? Dr. Pimple Popper, Dr. Khalid, Mr. Popzik. Them three. I think I should go to school to be an esthetician. Maybe I missed my calling. I think I should go to be an esthetician. Cause it's relaxing to me. Child, I could watch Pimple Popper one after the other. I be looking for them. Yeah. No, when I tell you, Dr. Khalid and Dr. Popzik too. Uh, Honey, when I be sitting there. Okay, okay, you got it open. Okay, you got the skin. Cause one of them, they all do it a little different. Dr. Khalid like to, for sure get it out all whole, and he get the scissors and he get it under your skin and he twist it around, and he tried to get the cyst out whole. But if they can't, and when he open it up or it start to, I be saying, okay, now that thing get ready to, you squeezing it, and now that stuff get ready to pop and fly. And boy, when they pop it, I be like this, cause they jump too, and that stuff come from the cyst and skeets all on the wall, all on them. Sometimes they be having a handful. I say, I told you it was getting ready to pop. You should have had on your protective gown. Why you knew you was doing a cyst and didn't have on the protective gown? Yeah, but boy, I tell you, I be saying, I told you. And I have to look one after the other. I like the ones they get in the scalp. The epidermal cyst. Lady Justice, you say you can't watch it for long. Child, I'll be there one after the other. Oh, I sure would have liked to have seen you on TV. Ex Granny, you going to have some Easter eggs? Yeah, I love Dr. Pimple Popper. Now, I first started out watching her with the cysts and the lipomas, and the lipomas, which is the fat tissue that grows under the skin. I can't believe that people go around for years and that big hunk of fat is under their skin. I guess you're scared and you don't really know what to do, or some dermatologists you go to, that's just like some podiatrists. They done got through school, they get set in their ways, and some of them just like to do corns and bunions. They don't want to do other major stuff that need to be done to people's feet, or they just want to clip toenails. Now they didn't got comfortable, they just want to clip people's toenails. If they do the ingrown toenails. If they do surgery, they doing maybe a bunionectomy or something like that. They don't want to do in-depth, long-term. If they got to put screws in somebody's feet, if they got to wear halos, if they got to do this, if they got to do it, they don't want to get off into it. So some doctors like that. That's just like the dermatologist. People go to the dermatologist and see them, and they only want to do the basic thing. They don't want to treat you for acne and stuff like that. But you be having these other things, or you might need your earlobes sewed together. Some of them will do that. Or they do mold removals. I thought it was really neat how they can do mold removals. They don't do nothing but get a pair of scissors and clip them. If they can get under them, get them scissors under them, they don't do nothing but clip them. I used to work for a dermatologist. And she would do something when people had, multiple. They could have them on their back or skin tags. Skin tags was different. Required a little, like a little stitch or something like that. But yeah, the black heads, the white heads, and people skin is so oily. Yeah, Valentine baby, I be sitting up there watching Dr. Pimple Popper on YouTube on my phone sometimes, and I just said, yeah, I can't. Ooh, Riri, I would love to see that. Oh my God, you need to hurry up and get back with her, cause I like the way she do them. I like the way she do them. She try to make sure she get it all out. She make you feel comfortable. The other ones that I watch, they do something else. Yeah, they do. May do something else. Yeah, I do like to watch her. Uh, that's kind of what some of my weirdest things. But watching Dr. Pimple Popper, all of them for that, and and then like I say, the gamblers, uh, and then to be the ones I was watching him. This guy today was scratching some scratch outs. They go to the store and they buy a whole stack. This guy bought a whole stack of $5 ones, and he said he paid $250 for them, and he won $350. Go figure. I need to win more than that. He kept getting, whenever he would win, it'd be $5, $5. He had one that was 100, but I don't know, Bama. Some of them people have some issues about that 600 pound life. I like that too. I don't think they have any new characters or whatever because Dr. Now got old. I don't know if he's still doing surgery, but child, Dr. Now gets so mad with them people, them 600 pound life. He gets he gets so mad with them. You're not trying. No, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're just going home. And who's the enabler? Who's the enabler? Why are you giving them going and buying burgers and it was one lady on there. I say, now you so big, you in the bed frying chicken. She can't get out the bed. She in the bed frying chicken. And then she got some little runners or the kids or somebody in the neighborhood. Whenever she wants something from the store, uh, they come to her window, and she it ain't funny. She give them her little list what she wants. See, her people be at work or wherever they at. They not there, or she stay there by herself. And so she can't get up to go to the door to do nothing. So the people come to the window and she'll give them a list of what she want. And then when they get it, they'll come back and bring it to her. Frying fried chicken in the bed. That bed catch fire, girl, there ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do is repent for all your sins and give your soul to God. Cause ain't no way you getting out that house. It's over. It's over. Yeah, frying chicken. And she in the bed. Yeah, some of them eat they just be eating and headed to see Dr. Now, and you can't even take an hour ride, but you sure could tell them to pull up to Arby's or McDonald's or somewhere and get you oh, I'm so stressed out. Oh, I'm so stressed out. Oh, we're gonna have to stop and get me something to eat. I want some fried chicken, and give me a 20-piece fried chicken and some mashed potatoes and 10 biscuits. Now your A is laying down in the back seat of the van. You laying down because you can't sit up, or you got the seat so red back because you can't get in there. But you got to stop and get all this food, and they go and get it, because they don't want to hear you get. They get so angry and hateful with people. Yeah, you seen that, the ones that the fire department had to come cut them out to get them to the hospital to have surgery. Had to, and that stuff have to be orchestrated because you got to get architects and stuff like that. You can't just go and cut the wall out. You got to get architects to see if that wall is actually holding up the frame, is actually holding up anything. So you just can't go cut nobody wall out. It takes time. Then you got to get the amount of fire department people to come and be able to transport this person. And I be looking at their face and I be like, Lord, I know that room is tore up from the floor up with the smell. I know it's tore up from the smell. Ain't no way it can't. Ain't no way it can't be. You being that big and people have to clean up and you don't sweat in that room, the stench. And I be looking at the fire department and they be having like a little straight face. So they must teach them to you gonna see all kind. I know they go through that kind of what they call that, sensibility or something training, where they got the, you might be laughing on the inside, but you better not let it come out. Yeah, you know that room funky, Bama. Like they say, funky cold Medina. That room is funky. It ain't no way you laying up in there frying chicken and you can't roll over to wash your behind, and you think that room smell good when the fire department come there to come cut the wall out for you to get out. At what point are you gonna stop eating? What point? And whoever if it's some family members and stuff that stay there, Dr. Now need to get on you, or y'all need to stop bringing them all that food. Now you want something to eat, get them follow the diet that he put you on. He put you on that calorie diet for a reason. He put you on that for a reason. It's just gluttony, just But you know what? Them women can get a man. Them busted can of biscuits, busted can of refrigerator doors can get a man. All of them be having a man sticking right there bound. Whether it's a Jeffro or Rufus, they got a man. Now that tells you a lot. Is it that man don't have standards for himself? Or that's a fetish. That's a fetish. There are people that like big women, and the bigger they are, the more they like it, and they like to see them eat and feed them food. I found out that's a fetish. It sure is. Some of the men like the women. The bigger they are, the more they are attracted to them. But yeah, if you seen Dr. Now, that works out of Houston, all of them women have a man. I don't know what happened. Them thousand pound sisters. I don't know, cause I really hadn't been. You know who liked that 600 pound, that doggone Ricky Smiley. Hey G-Ma Gigi, happy Easter to everybody. I think one of them passed away too. But yeah, the thousand pound sisters. Yeah, that's a fetish. Y'all know some people got foot fetish. Some men have foot fetish. Now, that men got a foot fetish, want a woman's feet to be this way and that way. You remember on Boomerang, Eddie Murphy, that's what he had. He had a foot fetish. But what did his feet look like? They want your feet to look all pretty and this, that, and other, and then you get in the bed with them and they foot look like a bear. Long, sharp, dirty toenails, and could claw your skin up and put some puncture wounds in your skin, enough to send you to the hospital. Old dusty, crusty feet. Nowadays, a lot of men go to they do go to the nail shop and get their feet manicured if they're going to be wearing, nice sandals and slides and stuff like that. And I like to see that. But don't just go there and get your toenails done or whatever. I mean, shoot, put some grease on. I say grease, but put some Vaseline on your feet and get that ash or whatever. Or if they don't go to the go to the, even if even clock this T, even if your feet are rough and tough like an Afro puff, take and get you some of that white can of Crisco grease. I'm putting y'all up on game. Get you that white Crisco grease that come in the blue, red, white, and blue can. And you take that and you take some of that grease and you rub it on your feet at night. Rub it on your feet at night. If your feet is rough or your husband or your boyfriend feet is rough, them heels cutting, and make him put some socks on. And I promise you in a couple of days, his feet or your feet gonna be like a baby's behind. They're gonna be so soft and smooth. But it's got to be the Crisco in the red, white, and blue can. That's high as a giraffe coochie nowadays, if you can find it. You might can go to Family Dollar. I know I used to go to Family Dollar and get me some. And I would take it, and matter of fact, I still got some. I take some and rub it on my feet and put me some socks on at night, and I promise you in a couple of days. Yeah. So I'm trying to told y'all in the bed with them rough feet alligator men, y'all make them do it. Baby, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, Crisco. Yeah, the Lord, but it got to be the Crisco. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. A patient told it to the podiatrist, and one time I was seeing this podiatrist. It was an African doctor, and he told it to me, and I did it. And I want to see if because you can also do your elbows, but you'd have to put something on your elbows. That the rough patch on your elbows. Well, first of all, you got to get you some alcohol and clean them elbows first. Clean them elbows with some alcohol, and then from there you can moisturize it. Or if they still rough, yeah, put you some Crisco on there. And see if you can, soften them up. Yeah, but it's Crisco. Yeah, you can't get nothing else. You can't get the one you pull and all of that. It has to be the one that you could take your finger and get it out and put it on there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of Crisco and grease, my cousin, you couldn't keep Vaseline about. I don't know if it was something, and that's another fetish, but children get into that. Where children will get in your Vaseline and you will look again, they got Vaseline all over their face. They got a plug in their head. It's just everywhere. Kids do that. I don't know what that's a fetish of kids. He would do that. Boy, when the first time we seen that boy, he was probably 5 years younger than we are. And the first time we saw that, we had went to California. That's where they were staying. And he had went into the room where my parents them were staying, and they had some grease on the Vaseline on the thing. And my cousin went in there, and he come out there just as greasy as he want to be. Now he a chocolate dog. He a dog skin baby. I mean young man now, but still back then. And that boy had that Vaseline all in his face. He was a greasy black boy, and then had a clump in his head. Boy, we laughed. Oh, we laughed. We was like, oh my God. And my aunt say he must got a thing for that, because she said that's not the first time he did that. She said I have to hide the Vaseline. She said the lotion, because he'd do it. I put it all over his face and head and all of that. And also he would do toothpaste. He would put the toothpaste in his head. So I don't. Yeah, she had to hide her Vaseline, her Blue Magic, and put it up, because he would go in there and put it all over his head and all over his face. I seen a little girl just the other day on YouTube. She had to have the whole jar, because it was just circles and circles, and it was just everywhere. And I'm like, Lord, How are you gonna clean that off of her? Baby, she'd have been baptized a whole bunch of times. I'd have been dunking her in that water, dunking her in that water. I'd have dunked her so many times she wouldn't have did that no more. Mm-mm. Or the ones that go in there and get into the oil in the kitchen, the cooking oil, and it's all on the floor. They just sat there and rubbed it all on them. And then the other culprit then got the flour, and they got flour all on them due to the oil. Hey, Kiss This Ring. Glad you stopped in, Kiss This Ring. You were wondering about how you do the hype me up. Let me explain to all y'all how you do the hype me up button. Go to one of my lives. You have to actually click on the live. When you click on the live, go to where y'all see where you make a comment. You got to go to the actual live. Click on the live while it's playing. It's gonna, when they say comments, you're gonna see 3 little dots right next in the comment thing. And what you do is you slide the comment over. When you slide the comment over, you're gonna see a thing say hype the video. And then you hit hype, and it'll take you down, and you'll look, and it say 1600. If you hit the hype button, it's gonna hype this video up 1600 times. And then you hit that little hype button, and you go through with the button at the bottom, and you hit it. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. To hype one of my videos up, or anybody videos, but I'm telling you mine in particular because I'm explaining it to you. You go to one of my videos. I know the last 5 have it. Go to one of my videos, my lives. Click actually on the live where it's playing. You'll see where it say comment, where you can leave a comment. But instead of you leaving a comment, it's 3 little dots. And you slide the comment thing over, and the 3 little dots gonna move over. And then the button gonna say hype. HYPE. You hit the hype button, and then it's gonna go down to the bottom of the live, and it'll have like a shooting star, and it say if you hit this, the button is gonna hype this video up 500 things. And what it does is put you like up on it's like a contest, it's like a leaderboard. And it'll tell you that it'll hype this video up to maybe so much on the leaderboard. So when I get so many of those, whether it's the same video everybody is hyping up, or it's a different video. So that's how the hype button go, Kiss This Ring. You have to actually click on one of my lives, like now while I'm talking, and the comments, the 3 little dots, just slide the comment over. You're going to see the hype button. Hit the hype button. It's going to drop down a little bit, and it's going to tell you, it's going to have like a shooting star, and it'll tell you at the bottom how much, if you hit that hype button, how much is going to hype my video up. So please, Kiss This Ring, go try it out now. Please go try it out and see if you get it. And then come back and let us know before I end. Please go to one of my videos and do it and see if it does it. So I want everybody to do that. I don't know. It's all I know is say something about on the leaderboard. I've tried to do the hype me up button, but it won't allow me to do it. So, because I guess I would be hyping my own self up. And I've seen it do 1.6 give somebody 1.6K views. So I don't know if it's actually a view or what it is, but then it'll say up on the leaderboard. So I think one time I looked and it said I was like number 100 on the leaderboard. And then it's sometime I think I've seen where it has the leaderboard and it'll say who's up on the leaderboard. And most of the time on the leaderboard it's people that have 120,000 people, 200,000. Shoot, I think I could be up on that leaderboard if plenty of y'all hype me up, because it depends on how much it hypes my video up. So y'all get me on out there. Hey, Tater Bug, Yeah, y'all go on and hype me up. Go on to one of my videos and hit that uh go on the video. You ain't got to watch the video the whole time. Oh, okay. Thank you. So you actually tried it. Yeah. So it's easy. So I wanted to yeah, I wanted to explain. I was glad you came on. I wanted to explain how the hype button goes and how you can hype different content creators up. And I think it gives you only so many, per week that you can do. But I'm advocating for me because I don't know what it do, but I'm advocating for me. Anything that's gonna benefit me, make me shine, make somebody look at my videos, my shorts, put me out there in the algorithm. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I'm not gonna keep y'all on here. If uh, uh, if you done got this far in, catch the replay, please. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel so you'll know when I come on. Also, I do have memberships. I would greatly appreciate it if you become a member. I'm not sure if I'm missing some of my members. While y'all on here, some of y'all on here, let me just double check because I got some of y'all wrote down. Yeah, and I do have some members that y'all don't know about. Okay, Tater, I don't have you on here. It's Tater, and so I'm missing one more because they said I had 19 members. So I got Tater. And why my pen don't want to write? You know the devil is busy and twice on Sunday. There you go. So Tater Bug. I didn't have you on here. I don't know if you did a membership when I was on or what. But no, I didn't have you. And, okay, I got... Did I spell your name right? Yeah, I spelled you right. All right. Hey, LaWanda. Thank you, LaWanda. I'm still missing one. LaWanda, you make number 20. But of course, I got some it's actual 15 because Yo-Yo that girl gave out some memberships. So hopefully y'all will the ones that she gave, y'all will maybe consider. I'm not gonna say maybe consider joining Just Classy, the Classy Elites, or Classy Ladies and Gents. I'll take any one of them. Don't make me no never mind. Don't make me no never mind. So anyway, yeah, that's what the hype button is, and that's how you can hype somebody video up. On one of my lives, you go on to the live. You ain't gotta listen to the whole live. You in the comments, you'll see it has three little dots. You just move the comment over, and then it'll have a hype button. You hit that hype button, it'll go to the end of the screen, and when it go to the end of the screen, it'll tell you if you hype my video up, how many points it'll shoot me up the leaderboard. I would like to see it because I really want to see what it is, what it does. I've seen something about the leaderboard posted before, but like I said, it's always the people with the 200, 300,000 subscribers and stuff like that. It's never a preemie like me that gets on the leaderboard high up there. So y'all go ahead and hype some of them videos, them lives up, and get Old Class later on up there on that leaderboard. Whatever it may do, I'm all for it. I'm both feet in, hands and all. So I'm not gonna keep you out any longer. Happy Easter to those to the commercial side of it. Happy Resurrection Day is tomorrow. I wish I'd have went to church tonight, because I done been to church on Easter Sundays, but I've never been on the Saturday night when they were having church at dusk to see the celebration. I went Thursday on Holy Thursday. It was a beautiful celebration. And then when we proceeded, we left the church and we proceeded to the hall. We followed the crucifix to the hall. There was no conversation to nobody. You didn't say hi, bye, goodbye. All you could do is, but everybody proceeded from the church to the hall in silence, complete silence. We got in there. We stayed and waited for the priest to come in. Everybody was silent with nobody talking. Even the babies was quiet. Got in there, and after he did the prayer, whatever he had to do, we still was quiet because that was how he explained it. And then from there, then we said what we call is the rosary. We prayed the rosary. That was the only time you was allowed to talk, was that. And then the Spanish people, they did some kind of reading in Spanish. And then what made it beautiful, he said that you could stay in there as long as you wanted to and pray whoever you want to pray for, but you could stay in there as long as you wanted to and pray. Being that I had a flat on Thursday, I hit my daddy up and I said, because my daddy is a talker just like me. So I was like, he said, I said, let's go. There was no talking. We didn't even talk getting to the car. We got in the car. When I got in the car, that's when he said the conversation could start. You could go without talking to people. So it was beautiful. They did the washing of the feet. Anybody that wanted their feet washed, he washed everybody's feet that came up that wanted their feet washed. So it was a beautiful thing on Holy Thursday. Like I said, I didn't go Good Friday. I wish I would have went tonight to see what the ceremony was about, but I didn't. So, and for Easter, I'm changing. I had to change my wardrobe because if it rains, I was wearing all white. I ain't wearing white. I ain't wearing my good white. But I do have a nice kind of Eastery dress that I picked out. So, with that being said, I am Classy Lady. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for always supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. Y'all just don't know. This is a wonderful surprise. And each time y'all come and y'all support me and I see y'all, that makes my heart smile. That makes me want to come every night. That makes me try to find videos, whether it's crazy or whatever, because that's what they say. Just post it. You be surprised what people like. Now, I haven't checked the video I posted earlier because all I had was a sausage sandwich, sausage and bread with some mayo, some dots up mustard, and some sprinkle of barbecue sauce. Some potato chips. I never got a chance to eat the potato chips because I got full. And some Country Time lemonade mixed with apple juice and some sparkling water. Boy, that made it, y'all, it made a good combination. My stomach probably gonna be hurting, but I just had simple. If I do any dinner tomorrow, I already said I got a ham flank that I bought from Kroger. It's a flat piece of ham. I'm just gonna put it in some foil, put some brown sugar, and I have some pineapples. I may put some pineapples on it and freeze the rest. I think I want some cornbread dressing. I'm gonna make me a small little pan of cornbread dressing. Some yams, because I love sweet potatoes. It's a must. But I won't have no greens. What I do have, and I had that the other day, but I'm craving it. I have some zucchini, squash, and eggplant and onions, and bell pepper and onions already cut up fresh, and that's gonna be my green vegetable. I'm gonna cook that. So that ham flank is gonna last me probably about 3 days because I don't need but, like they say, about 5 ounces of meat, which I thought I needed more than that years ago. But I don't need but that piece of meat. And by the time I got cornbread dressing, yams, and that vegetable, I'm out of here. That's probably, and that won't even take me an hour to cook, y'all. It really won't, unless somebody uh decide they gonna treat me to lunch tomorrow. My brother said he wasn't cooking. My dad and his little family went to a wedding in Louisiana, and so that's it. That's it. That's the little family. I may hook up with my niece, my niece and her children. I should have asked them what they was gonna do. My nephew made 16 today, and y'all, his dad passed the day after his birthday, and his daddy was only in his 30s. I don't even think his daddy wasn't even 35, and had a massive heart attack. Uh, that happened. Uh, has it been 5 years? That happened the same year that my cousin them came to surprise me for my birthday. That was the same year. Because I had to leave and go to the funeral, and I wanted to support my great nieces and nephews, and I'm glad I was there because they leaned on me, and they some friendly, affectionate children. When they see you, they gonna hug you and hold on to you, and I like that. I like that. So yeah, his daddy was not even 35 and died of a massive heart attack, and him and his little sister right up under him, they've had some heart issues. So I pray that they haven't inherited that or anything like that. But and I think tomorrow after church they doing Easter egg hunt. I might stay and see them little kids. Not the eggs being right in front of them, they missing them. I missed the neighborhood thing today, but I wasn't going around there. But anyway, let me stop talking. Let me see if anybody else came in before I go out. Hey, Sean. Let me see. Thank you, LaWanda, also for the gift. Thank you, Mike. I saw Sean in here. Well, hey, Sean. I don't know if you... There you go. Well, Sean, I guess that's what you need. I need some gutters on my house, too. I do. I want to do a home makeover. Not a makeover, but an upgrade. I want to put new boards, get the gutters. Um, it's not too much on the outside. I need power wash. Get my grass to grow. My yard man came today. I thought he wasn't coming, but he made it right before it started pouring down. He made it. I guess he said, let me come get my Easter money. Because I sent him a message. You cutting grass today? Cutting my grass. And before I know that, I heard him out there. So I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because I had them little wild weeds up. And I said, I didn't want my yard looking like that for Easter. And when I come back, it's time to fertilize and get my yard green like I like it. So anyway, with that being said, I'm Classy Lady. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. For those who don't know, I am a partner with YouTube. I have memberships. I have super chat, super stickers. The memberships start at 3 different prices: $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. Whichever one you choose to get is cool with me. The super chat, super stickers, whichever amount you choose to give, from 99 cents to $500, is cool with me. The little gift box, same with that. We have the super thanks after the videos, same with that. I'm pressuring anybody, so whatever you want to do. But I am making an announcement. Next Friday is my virtual birthday party. You're free to do the cash apps, which would do me good. But I'll take the super chat, super stickers. I'll take the gift box. I'll take the super thanks. I don't care what it is. I'll take all of it. But anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I may come on earlier because some of y'all, after y'all finish eating, y'all ain't going to be doing nothing. Y'all going to be around there fat full. The children going to be in the did their Easter hunting, egg hunting. Y'all going to be looking at each other and saying, you know, the streets are dead. Somebody ought to come on. So a classy lady may pop on early or whatever. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same channel, same lady, 8 o'clock. Happy Easter to the commercial side. Happy resurrection. Jesus will be rising tomorrow. That's a beautiful thing. Later.